Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I've decided to do a readathon. Don't really haven't participated much in these since I've been on booktube or starting to watch booktube. I keep thinking about it and just never seem to get around to it. But this one seemed like an easy one. It was a day one, so Getting Graphic Readathon 2.0. It's going to be June 17th, and it's this Saturday, so it's going to be from midnight till 11:59 p.m. on whatever time zone you're in, so you can do it whenever you want to on that day. It's hosted by Eleanor and Kitty G. I've linked them down below, and they have videos explaining the whole thing and their TBRs and stuff. There are like great challenges, but I was going through them and I'm really mostly looking at just doing challenge number 2, which is catch up or finish series that I have. Like, I own a lot of graphic novels that I have not finished, or I've started series, and again, I have part of them here with me. So I'm gonna kind of stick with that. I do actually meet challenge number 5 also, which is a black and white because I have a couple manga. So I do actually get 2 of them, but I'm not starting a new series, which is challenge number 1. Challenge number 2 again is the catch up or finish a series, which I'll be doing that. Challenge number 3 is try to read a non-fiction graphic novel. I don't own anything right now, and I don't have time to go to the library this week probably, so probably not going to pick anything up for that. Number 4 is to try a new format, a genre. To be honest, all these are pretty much fantasy or science fiction in some way, so that's kind of what I read when it comes to manga and graphic novels, so it's kind of how it's, sorry, nothing new. And then again, challenge number 5 is read a black and white graphic novel. So anyway, I'm just going to go through this really quick and kind of show what I'm planning to read. So the first thing is ones I did get from the library just recently, and I did have them on my June TBR because I had just got them. But I don't have all that's out yet, so I don't technically finish up the series to where it is. I'm actually going to still be short one. But I have Saga, so I have volumes 3, 4, 5, and 6. I've read 1 and 2 earlier this year, so I was talked into it by my friend to finish reading the series, or to continue with the series. So I got these from my library, and they're actually due Sunday the 18th, so I have to read these. So these are my number 1 thing to get through on Saturday because they're due to library the next day, and I probably should turn them in. Number 7, I'm not going to get in time, so I won't actually technically finish up or completely catch up, but I'll get pretty far into it. If I continue on from there, and I still feel like reading graphic novels, I want to continue reading the Fable series. I picked these up like several years ago, and I really liked this first volume. I read this one, The Legends in Exile, number 1. So I read this and really enjoyed it when someone talked me into buying it, and I did. And then I also think I read number 2, which is Animal Farm. But I don't remember it as well. I know I've read the first one twice, so I know I remember that a little bit more, but I'll still reread it. Then I'm going to read this, and if I continue on, I'll actually read the other 2 ones that I own. Again, the series is quite long, but I only have up to 4. But I have Storybook Love. Ooh, my glare is pretty bad today. Sorry about that, guys. And then March of the Wooden Soldiers. It's a pretty big honking one too. But anyway, I've owned those last 2 for a while and never continued with the series. So I want to read them and see if I still want to continue on and maybe buy some more. I'm just not positive, so we'll see what happens. Again, I've had those for a couple of years. Just with all things going on in life, I just never got around to reading them. If I'm still up for reading more, then I want to do some manga series. I have one that I have all of them, and I have not completed the series. I own them all now, but I haven't finished it, which is Blackbird by Kanoko Sakura Koji, I think is how you say it. I really like this series. I've read probably the first 6 or 7 volumes. I think it goes up to 12. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't remember. I have them all. Whatever. Actually, I think it's much more than that. They're right now packed away, and I just am getting them situated on my books. Not these bookshelves. I have bookshelves upstairs that these go on. Anyway, but I just found them again, so I want to finish the series off. So that's a manga I would love to actually complete, because I have now all of them, and I want to finish the series. And I've had them for, yeah, as I said, a couple of years, and I just never got around to it. It's one of those things where you buy things and you just keep buying the next one, and I just never got it. Anyway, another one that I want to continue on, which is all out again, but I just have not bought them all. So I have up to 7 of the second series of Fushigi Yugi, Jumbo Kaden? I don't even know how you say that. But the point is I read the Fushigi Yugis back when they first came out in English form, where we could actually get them in English, and watch the anime and everything, and loved it. Was one of my favorite series. And this was the next series she put out, Watazi, is that how you say it? I'm not sure. God, I'm butchering this today. But I never finished this one. I had the first 6 forever, and I just found out, I'm like, I don't have them all. So this is number 7 I just got, and I'm looking to get the last of them here pretty soon. But again, another series I want to catch up on. I haven't really. And then just as a backup plan, I have a series that I've, what the heck, I can read whatever I want, right? I can read. Is Red River by Chi Shinohara. And I've read all these, and I just haven't read them in a really long time. And again, as I said, I just found, look that glare. I just found them again after I unpacked them, and I kind of want to reread that one. So that's kind of as a backup to a backup of all the rest of them I haven't read, or I haven't read all the way through. And this one I actually read all the way through, and that might be a reread. So I'm not quite sure. So anyway, that's kind of, I gave myself a lot of options, a couple graphic novel series of stuff I have, and some manga, and we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of excited to see how much I get done. I'm not, going to stress about it too much. All the stuff I own, or again, the stuff from the library, I should read Saga first, just because that's not actually technically mine. So, but the rest of it's all stuff I own, so I can read it anytime. But it'd be kind of nice to get that done and out of the way. So, or enjoy it again, or whatever. So, anyway, so are you doing Getting Graphic, and do you have great TBRs or anything interesting you want to talk about? So, or if any of this stuff looks like I should focus on that first, I don't know, other than the Saga, because again, library. So, anyway, let me know, and I will talk to you later. Bye.